It's 8:30. Good morning. I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. Police and WorkCover are investigating a fatal accident at the Newcastle Council Works Depot at Waratah. Emergency services were called to the site in Turton Road just after 6:30 last night, following reports a 41-year-old man had been seriously injured. Paramedics were unable to revive him and he died at the scene. The cause of death is not yet known. However, police aren't treating the incident as suspicious. There's evidence the Shortland electorate will be hit by higher than average health costs under the Abbott government's budget. Data from the Federal Department of Health reveals Shortland ranks as the 9th highest area in Australia, facing the biggest cost increases for out-of-pocket health expenses. Shortland MP Jill Hall says the area is being punished for having a high elderly population.
The cost of prescriptions or medicines is going up and the cost of visiting a doctor is going up. So all up, people in Shortland are big losers. If they can't afford to go to their doctor, they'll head off to the accident and emergency department, and that'll increase the waiting times in the hospitals.
The Royal Commission into Child Sexual Abuse is turning its attention to the Anglican Diocese of Newcastle. Current Bishop Greg Thompson has told the Herald it's more than likely serial perpetrators existed in the Hunter in previous years, while senior church officials failed to respond to abuse allegations when they were first made. The diocese handed over tens of thousands of documents to the Commission last month relating to every Newcastle bishop since the 1950s. Paterson MP Bob Baldwin is welcoming news Metford is being included in the National Broadband Network rollout. Construction for the network has already begun in a number of Paterson electorate areas, including Tanambit, and will deliver fast broadband to more than 2,200 homes and businesses in the area. Bob Baldwin says rural areas are benefiting greatly from the rollout.
These things are done in stage progression as we can get the contractors and the work to undertake the work. But what's critically important, as we've seen, is the rollout of the fixed wireless transmission areas, because they're in regional rural areas which we're never going to get optical fibre.
Entry fees to the Beresfield pool are set to be slashed by about 40% in a move aimed at making the facility more affordable for the community. Newcastle Council has voted last night to reduce the fees, making an adult entry ticket now $2.80 instead of the proposed $5. Beresfield is the only pool which Council will operate this swimming season, with the city's 4 other pools to be run by private operators. It's hoped the reduction in entry fees will encourage more patronage in a bid to prevent the pool being closed down in 12 months' time. Works are set to commence this week on a $2.6 million upgrade of the streets of Cardiff. The project includes relocating the above-ground electrical network to below ground and the realignment of the footpath, along with new furniture and art installations along Main Road. Lake Macquarie Council City Projects Manager Adam Wakeman says the upgrades will be completed in early 2015.
So a number of years ago, Council developed a streetscape master plan for how we wanted Cardiff CBD to progress. At this stage, we expect it to take around 9 months if the rain is kind to us. We've got a budget of $2.6 million for this project, and we're hoping that the end result is a much improved streetscape for people to be in.
Updating sport, the Newcastle Knights have announced several changes to their 17-man lineup to face Parramatta this Saturday. The side welcomes 5'8" Jared Mullen back from a calf injury and is also set to welcome Tamara Tahu to the field for the first time this season as he's named on the bench. But second rower Robbie Rocco says it'll be tough after losing Cade Snowden and Jeremy Smith to suspension for the rest of the season.
They come in and spoke to us just before it got announced, and it's obviously hard for them. It's not something that's happened at our club and we have no control over it, so I feel for the boys and I hope we can support them going forward.
Meanwhile, West Group CEO Phil Gardner claims NRL officials have kept him in the dark about the sale of the Knights. It follows confirmation they've had a series of approaches from prospective buyers since June, with English billionaire Marwan Kukash the most recent to declare his interest. And Curry Curry Bulldogs coach Phil Williams has Maitland's Terence Siu in his sights for the next real NRL season, with the hooker yet to re-sign with the Pickers. 2NURFM News Time, 26 to 9.